what anybody can tell you about politics, Peter Obi presidential candidate. I am not desperate to be president of Nigeria. I'm desperate to see Nigeria work. Anybody can be president. Anybody can be anything. If it's working for everybody. If it's not working for anybody. Anybody who tells you it's going to work for him and is doing this, no. It is not working for any Nigerian today. And anybody who tells you he's happy in Nigeria today, tell him that Mr. Obi said he's not a human being. He's an animal. Because nobody is happy when so many people around you are suffering. Nobody is happy when people are dying around you. Nobody is happy when you wake up and you hear bad news all over. And that is why I said it's an essential problem. And for me, who happen to be in public life, it is more painful. Why is it more painful? We are suffering in midst of plenty. Nigeria, Africa have no reason to be poor. We have no reason to be associated with poverty. God in his evening messages gave us everything, blessed us, everything we need to be great. But he gave us people like me who are also incompetent, mean, and have refused to work for the people. All of us, don't exclude any politician. All of us have turned the whole place into a crime scene where people are stealing what they don't need. Because if they need it, it's a different thing. But they don't need it. And I'm telling you authoritative because I have served. So nobody will say Peter Obi is saying what he doesn't know. I know it. And it is important that people understand it. Chairman, I know I'm taking your time, but a few more minutes. I know, and I mean it. And that's why I try to educate those of you who are in church. This is not politics. Yesterday, I was in a book launch in Ogoni. Book launch. Some of you will see it in the TV. And I said to them, we are going to apologize to Niger Delta people whom we have been sharing their money for oil for 20-something, for 50, for 100, without anything to show for it. We must go and apologize to them. Because we wasted everybody's time with their resources. If you go where we get oil from, you will cry. Is this where we got the oil? They have nothing apart from their land that is devastated and spoiled and cannot be used for anything. And we are sharing the money. You go anywhere in the north, today is crime everywhere. But what do I see? Poverty everywhere. You cannot create poverty and be secured. And you look at it everywhere. God gave us oil. He's not helping us. God gave us land. He's not helping us. Today, we are the capital of poverty in the world. We are just 240 million estimated. But we have more people living in poverty in our country than the two biggest countries of the world in population combined. China at 1.4 billion and India at 1.4 billion combined is 2.8 billion people, but we have more people living in poverty than two of them combined. We are among the hungriest country of the world, to the extent that Ukraine, that is at war, you might not know, gave Nigeria grain to fight poverty, to fight hunger. They are at war. And they gave us grain. They gave Nigeria a gift. I'm telling you, everything I hear is documented so you can verify it. They don't show grain, but they're at war. And we are walking around. When the whole of northern Nigeria is about 750 something square kilometers of land, over 25% bigger than Ukraine. A state like Niger State can feed Nigeria, can make Nigeria earn more money from agriculture than we earn from oil. Netherlands is a country with land size of 33,000 square kilometers minus water. If you add water, it's 41. They earn from agriculture over 120 billion euros, about $130 billion. Twice what we earn, 3 times what we earn from oil. Niger State is 76.3, 2.5 times the size of Netherlands, and is more fertile than Netherlands. Benue can feed Nigeria. And so are all our states. Places we have sports. Boronu, today, Sambisa Forest area is 60,000 square kilometers. Boronu is 70.8 as a whole. That is 3 times the size of Israel. Israel feeds itself and exports goods. So I came to greet you. But also, as you talk about your conference, think about other things. I asked my friend, where is this? He said, from Ireland. Ireland is one of those countries of the world I used to give people an example of. A country that came from poverty and invested in one thing, educating their people. And today, Ireland have about the 3rd or the 4th highest per capita of over $100,000 per capita. We have $800 and something. That's our per capita. So we don't have 1% of Ireland per capita income. We don't have 1% of it. Tiny place. All they did is invested in education. That's what we refuse to do, because we are stealing public money. So rather than educate our children, we refuse to educate them. So people all over the place. Just to conclude and give you 2 examples of what I'll end with. This year I read a book, they call it Growing Apart. It's a book about Indonesia and Nigeria. Nigeria went this way, Indonesia went this way. After reading it, I went to the author in America, sat with him, finished talking to him, flew to Indonesia, met from the ministers to the vice president to the president. Indonesia is the country with the highest number of Muslims in surface of the earth. When I finished there, I went with 2 Muslims. One of the people I went who was not a Muslim was him. And he was there when I asked the Muslims, did you see any Al-Majiri here? They said no. So I asked the president, why don't you have people who are begging all over the place? Because it's a Muslim culture. He said, what am I talking? That are in factories working. Why would they be begging for food? Are they not educated? Peter, educate your people and they become productive. I said to them, he followed me to the Sultan's place. In front of the Sultan's house was big statue of Jesus Christ. And big statue of this. And I said, Sultan, why you have the status of Jesus Christ and Virgin Mary in your palace? He said, why? It was given to him by one visiting church top person who visited. They gave him the status. And I said, you put it here, and you're head of Muslim. He said, that's very good status. So why is our own different? So we can go on and on. The president said to me, Peter, go back in your country and fight corruption. Use your money to educate your people. Use it to put them out of poverty. Use it for their health. And finally, a man called James Robinson, who wrote Why Nations Fail, won Nobel Prize last year for economics. And when he received it, he said, so many nations know what to do to prosper, but refuse to do it. Example of such nation is Nigeria. I spent 3 hours with him on the 26th of September. And what he's telling you is what? Part of what I'm saying. He said, Nigerians refuse to they want to discuss every other thing about their social life, about their party, but they don't discuss their nation. My dear people, at your conference, please discuss our country. Let it be part of that discussion. The future of the society your children will live in. Let it be part of it. In your prayers, let your prayer point be, God, touch the heart of our politicians to use public money for public good. God bless you.